Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be reading a comic book. This is DC Comic Books Poison Ivy, Daddy's Home. This is Please like, comment, and subscribe to this video for more comic book readings. This is Poison Ivy, DC number 5, Daddy's Home. Let's get right into it. Alexa, turn all lights to white.
All lights isn't responding.
Alexa,
Please
turn
check
all
its
lights
network
to black.
connection and power supply.
Alexa, turn all lights to black. Okay, we're going to read this comic book here. Am I missing something? No, we are good. This is good. Probably like more like a different. There's probably more to this story, but I will make sure I put in number 5 so I can make sure in my head that I get the right comic books. So we're gonna read this. Eventually, it all comes back to Seattle. I knew you would say yes. Only you truly understand what I'm trying to accomplish. I was 22 in my second semester of grade school, certain I was going to be part of big things. I used to think of Seattle as the beginning. How long did he think I would survive like this? A day? A week? A year? It would take me a long time to realize that like a lab rat, I was expected to die after I served my purpose. It was right there in his voice. You're tough, not like the other girls. You're going to hang on long enough to get some good data. Proof of concept. I I'm I'm not so sure about this anymore. I'm starting to feel sick. At that point, I leave my body. Everything that happens afterward happens to someone else. She can feel it closing over her like high tide sweeping across the beach. She thinks it's going to kill her. Nature is not sentimental. The strong consume. The weak and the extract them to fertilize the earth. That is the vicious cycle. Consolama digest renew. For a time, she hopes it will. Please like, comment, and subscribe. This time, he's here. He's here too. Why do you always come back to this moment? Too many mushrooms, because this is where it all started. Woodrule Grad School, this is where Poison Ivy was born. Recurring dreams about torture that doesn't sound very healthy. That's great coming from a guy who dresses up like a flying rodent. Feel free to guess how many times I've heard that joke. Can't do that. It's time for you to wake up. Please just get out of my nightmare. You're going to miss your exit. What? You've run out of road. If you keep driving, you'll end up in Elliott, baby. Screech! I've been spacing out more and more recently. The Lamia spores are everywhere in my body now. My lungs, my brain, triggering human hallucinations I can't control, but this is the first time it's ever happened behind the wheel. Screech! You already lost it now. Are you seriously going to confront Woodrule in this state you can barely see? I have no choice. You don't even know he'll be there. He'll be here. He's been taunting me for 2,000 miles. He knows where I'm headed. And that doesn't ring any alarm bells in that ginger head of yours. If he can track you so easily, it means there's something about this whole sad odyssey you failed to consider. I know, but I have to finish what I started. Otherwise, what was it all for? Right, finish the job, kill the bad guy, and then you get on the ship, and then I get on the ship. Finish the job. I had no how when, but how when I have so little time left. Oh boy, here we go again. Shut up. I can feel the lamia pressing against the inside of my skull. It's constant now. These memories, these visions of the past. What's all this? Primordial forest. It's what was here before the lodgers came and cut down all the old growth trees. The green remembers what it was once was, especially here in one of the very last places on earth ever put under the plow and the hacksaw. Please like, comment, and subscribe. In these forests, some marionberry bushes grew in stranger, delicate clusters. It took ecologists decades to recognize that this was because the indigenous people were interplanting them. Cultivation in harmony with wilderness, nature with civilization. We can stay on task, please. Can we stay on task, please? And never had to get this bad. A better world was possible. You remember which one of these creepy warehouses is the correct creepy warehouse? Of course I do. I remember everything, whether I want to or not. He left things almost exactly the way I remember them. King Clank, preserving the laboratory like a shrine to himself. The last time I walked into this room, I was someone else. So young, so certain I was going to help save the world, even if I had to sacrifice my own body to do it. When you're that young, you think death is the worst that can happen. It takes a long time to learn that there are far, far worse things that things than dying. You can't stay away from me, can you? Of course he got here before me. You will always seek me out, your teacher, your maker. However much you might pretend to hate me, the Green Man. Hello again, Pamela. Dr. Jason Woodrue. He calls himself by other names, but to me, an adoring student scribbling in code in my journal, he was always this, the dark spirit of the forest. You've left quite a trail of destruction in your wake these past few weeks. I wanted to settle this calmly. We were on the same side once. I assume you've been getting my messages. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this video for more. Thank you very much for watching also. This has been a live video of this comic book reading, Poison Ivy, Daddy's Home. I used to think so, until I realized you're no different from any other wannabe biotech entrepreneur. You just dressed it up in environmental justice. And you're going to do what? Punish me for it? I can't give him that time to think. Splank. Ah, when you strike a king, you must kill him. Slick. That's Emerson, but he got the idea from Machiavelli. Sorry, I just think a lot about arbitration. Ah, you've always been such a disappointment and a failed experiment too weak and a vessel for what I've tried to give you. Not a hero, not a scientist, just a lost little girl who was hot for teacher. No, 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 not again. You're really screwed now. He's going to step on you with those freaky tree stumps. I can't help but remember our last meeting at his fancy new lab outside of Washington, D.C., a far cry from this place. So you won't help me? Why should I help? You're far too hysterical to control powers like that. It would end in a mess. You're a hypocrite, Jason. You don't stand for anything. You won't help me, but you sell bioweapons to dictators and police. You have no idea what I stand for. I can see it clearly. You still care about one kind of green, the kind that grows in your wallet. Not me. If I wanted to rule the green again, do you really think you could stop me? There's a penguin comic I had to get. Leave here with the Lamia spores, and I will haunt you to your grave. You're tangling with someone you can cannot possibly control. That was stupid. You never really knew what you were stealing. Yeah, thanks. I see that now. No problem. By the way, duck. What? Oh, he's about to crush your skull. Hog, knock, ugh. Could you try to be a little more helpful? I'm not even real. I remember when I was better at this. Thank, clank, when my reflexes weren't dulled by toxins. Poor little sprout, too drugged on hallucinogons to fight back. I knew it looks pretty dire right now. But don't worry, I still have one last trick up my sleeve. Admit it. You know you can't defeat me. That's not why you came here. You came here because you miss me. You came here to beg me for forgiveness, my prodigal daughter. You came here because you need me. You never understood a single thing about me, and that's why you're about to die. I wasn't exaggerating. He's failed to consider something elementary about a prosthetic fungus like the lamia. They evolve and adapt very quickly. To their hosts, and they spent the last couple of months adapting to me, my unique part human hybrid DNA, which, as would rule, is found of reminding me is very similar to his. They're like my sisters, these parasites. We were created by the same monster, and now together we will destroy him. But my sisters aren't soft-hearted. They don't make expectations. So they would destroy me too. Ah, you stupid little. I think I've learned everything there is to learn from you, teacher. Now I'm the one giving the lessons. For one blissful minute, I think it's over. It's really over. I've won. Ha 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 ha. But the Flornic man has healing powers ever greater than mine. Did you really think something I created would ever truly be beyond my control? I feel it immediately. Huh? I can no longer control my limbs. You never wondered why your scheme to spread the lemia across the entire country has failed? My sisters have betrayed me. No, no, stop. You created a few isolated outbreaks. That's it. The Lamio were never meant to be a weapon of mass destruction. They were made for biosurveillance and mind control, just like their wild cousins do when they take over the nerves and synapses of their hosts. You should have made peace with me when you had the chance, Pamela Isley. I would have spared your life. Now I'm going to make you beg for it. DC Comics presents Poison Ivy, Chapter 5. So I will have to get the other chapters to this story. Thank you, everybody. This has been Poison Ivy, Daddy's Home, Chapter 5. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this video for more. Thank you very much, and I appreciate you all being here.